Hello and welcome to Om Shanti Healing's podcast, The Spiritual Connection. My name is Jill. I have been in the healing arts since 2008, self-employed, helping people with physical, emotional, spiritual, and energetic issues. I have learned a lot over the years of doing healing work, and now I'm ready to share with the masses. I hope you do enjoy my podcast. Subscribe below if it feels good to you, and let's get rolling. Hello and welcome to episode 8. In this episode, we're going to talk about the difference between wanting and yearning and how this greatly affects the productivity of your manifesto. So thoughts are things, right? And they are powerful. It is considered one of the most powerful manifestation methods that there is. The very thoughts running through your mind can help to manifest the life of your dreams or draw you closer to your greatest fears. We are the product of our thoughts, after all. What you think and what you feel is what you do become. Thoughts are purely energy flowing through the neurotransmitters in our brains and have the potential to change our lives with a single thought. Not all thoughts are conscious and not all thoughts are unique, and many thoughts are repeated and replayed in our subconscious minds over and over and over. As long as you can shift your thinking in the right direction, you can quite literally manifest your dreams. The more you can focus your thoughts on something, the more likely you'll be able to achieve it, as long as that energy is at higher levels. It is important to remain very grateful for all that is present in our lives, as well as we desire to bring into our lives more things that we can be grateful for. To harness the power of your thoughts and achieve great things, you have to set meaningful goals and seek ways to add value to your life through those goals. Contribution to the process is at the heart of the success here and will open you up to an enormous source of good energy from the universe to create what you want. So when you think of something to manifest, the mind is the first step in creation, and this is to decide if this is something you want or something that you are yearning for. There is a difference there. So let's discuss for a moment a little bit further and get kind of very clear on the difference between wanting and yearning, because the difference between wanting and yearning can either make or break your desired manifesto. These energies and the mindset to have something is very different vibration here. That can either create a huge block for you or create the perfect outcome for you. It is really important to understand both to set yourself up for the greatest success in what you want and to manifest and have the vibration and alignment with what you desire, so that alignment connects to make this a reality for you. So traditionally, we know wanting is a feeling of never being satisfied. This feeling always living in the future and the now is never ever good enough. This feeling lowers the vibration and keeps us in a stagnant place. A genuine want is an attainable something that you can get excited about and truly believe it will be. We plan for it, we may save for it, we may schedule for the fruition of it, and there is no doubt in our mind that it will be ours. You may conceive that it will take work, perhaps some time to save for this thing, but it will be a reality, and you are happy and excited about it no matter what. You have sincere joy around this, obtaining this thing, and this joy raises your vibration and actually draws that reality closer to you over time. You see, the mindset is a powerful attractor, and it's also a powerful deterrent. In this example, the mind is in an open growth mindset to learn from the experiences and the thoughts to create what you want, and it opens up to receive, which will offer much more in a faster amount of time. What you are not doing in this state, however, is wishing that you had it already and the circumstances in your life have not allowed it to be. This is yearning, the idea that you are in lack. The world owes you something, and you feel you are deserving of something for no reason. When there is a negative energy attached like this, you will be the farthest away that you possibly can be from creation. If you feel jealous, shameful, resentful of anyone or anything which is driving this desire, it won't happen. If there's a mindset of entitlement, this will keep you from receiving anything that you want. If there is a sense of impossibility in creating this, you are disallowing the flow to create any of it for you, and you will not get what you want. When you want something, there is a feeling of joy and excitement around this idea. You're positive, and you know for a fact, without a doubt, it will be so. As you yearn for something and have doubts about whether or not it will be, that energy blocks the outcome that you want. This disempowering energy will lower your vibration and you will not receive. You are actually repelling what you want because you're not in the right alignment. Conversely, when you want something and believe you can have it, the universe is already in motion aligning it for you to be yours. It will be delivered as long as there is no yearning running in the background of your mind. Always be diligent to check in on this and make the appropriate mindset shifts to stay in alignment with what you desire the outcome to be. So let's use the example of finding a soulmate. You've been single for a while and feel ready to partner with the right person. So how do you pull that person's energy to you in order to find love? I can use all that I know in how I manifested my current love, which has turned out to be the safest, most pure love of my entire life. I was actually very surprised when I met him, not thinking that it would be a long-term thing. But he was such a quality human, I could not disregard that immediate connection and trust that I felt when I was with him. I was married for 15 years to another man, and those choices that I made a long time ago when I was very young to get married to this specific person were out of fear and survival. Sure, I loved him, but I truly never fell in love with him. After years of being unhappy and emotionally neglected, I began to plan my escape route. It took years of building my business and income of my own, so I had time, and I was raising kids. I was a stay-at-home mom, raising 2 children, and very uncomfortably codependent. Did not like that at all. For years, I imagined my perfect partner. I wrote in my diary the checklist of what I desired and why. I could not see his face. He was just a glow. I could see and feel his energy and how it made me feel. And I imagined exactly what I needed to feel to be happy, safe, and in alignment with my partner. It was a requirement for me to have certain things in a partner, and I visualized the energy of this person and could feel his personality, his interests, and how he would love me, and how his love would hold my heart safely. And I could feel the level of trust in him and comfort in him that I would receive upon meeting and getting to know one another. I asked the universe with a deep wanting to support me in checking all of my boxes and delivering this partner to me in divine timing. I could feel the joy and love in my future, and this unhappiness that I was currently in shortly coming to an end. I could feel how my life was going to feel and how my body would never be rejected again. I could see it, and I was very excited, and I was so ready for this chapter to begin. I had no expectation of timing, considering that I was still married and I had not been separated yet even during this manifesto, but I was persistent in my vision. I longed for it and I wanted it so badly. I asked for a certain personality in this person, and I asked for similar interests in this person, and I asked for safe love. I asked for intimacy that felt comfortable and inviting. I asked for nourishment and enjoyment around cooking. You see, my stress level in marriage made me really sick, and I couldn't eat well. I had tons of anxiety and reflux, and all from stuffing, whole nother episode. And I needed someone that could ease my mind and my heart and my body enough for me to want to enjoy food again and not be just force feeding myself to stay alive. That was a huge component of my asks because of my years of struggle with this. So I asked for somebody that hopefully liked to cook, and I ended up meeting him, and he's a chef. So there you go. Everything he makes is amazing. I kept my asks in high vibration. I did not ask for someone that wouldn't reject me, and I did not ask for somebody that wouldn't gaslight me or intentionally manipulate my heart. I asked for what I wanted to feel with that person. I asked to fulfill me in all the ways I needed to feel what I desired to feel in a partnership, and I asked for it all to be wrapped around this lovely bubble of trust and unwavering commitment to one another. The universe delivered him to me on my birthday. What a great gift. It was like the universe was just waiting for me to make the first move and asked for the separation. The universe will provide if the alignment of your vision is in the right frequency. This is crucial to receiving what you want. I did not yearn for this outcome. My vision and my asks were so clear, I felt it coming for years before it actually did. I knew without a doubt I would be growing old with someone else. I was excited for the future, to feel safe in love and get my needs met without question. It felt so good to see my future self so happy, financially safe, and finally getting what I desired. I'm so grateful to the universal guides that I have in my life. And I tell them this all the time because when I shared my manifesto and my desires, it was often times in meditation where they would be present with me and they heard my asks and they received them. Being grateful when creating is another way to keep your vibration in alignment to receive. And once you do meet that special someone, be so grateful for them as well. Tell them how grateful you are to have them with you in your life. Share that high vibrational energy and it'll help really solidify your bond. When considering a partnership, be very specific and honest with what you desire. Make a mental checklist. See the vision of their essence and how they make you feel. Picture the joy and the connection and willingness to love and be loved. How does it feel to feel safe in how you generally want to feel with a person? See the personality, the interests aligning, the comfort level, the ease and just being you when you're with them. All of that you desire in high vibrational asks only. Okay, so what do you want? Writing it down would also be a great idea if the mental list escapes you. Writing it down will enforce better manifesting and a reference to your checklist. This way, any sabotaging thoughts about not deserving or a sense of unworthiness can be rectified by the list and cleared from the unconscious beliefs that you may have in your head around relationships. So how do you clear an unconscious sabotaging belief system or messaging in your head? Number 1, write down all your wants. Be as creative or outlandish and unrealistic as possible. Make your list. Number 2, in the second column, write down a reason why you think you can't have these qualities in someone. Number 3, in the third column now, write down why you can have this. So you are writing the exact opposite of column 2. For example, perhaps in column 1, you wrote you wanted a compatible partner. Then in column 2, you wrote that you feel unworthy. So now in column 3, you write that you are worthy and why. This can be a challenging exercise, and if you feel that you have more in the column of why you can't, perhaps this means you're not ready for a relationship yet. How does this feel to think that? If it feels bad, perhaps ask yourself, why can't I have this? And then be quiet and listen to the answer. This can mean you have some more clearing to do of old messaging about yourself. And this could be a good thing because now you know why you don't have a partner yet, and there's still some work to do to become more ready. Number 4, for every reason that you may come up with, write it down. Then do the same as column 2 and same as column 3. Write down the reason why you can in column 3. Keep this up until you clear all unconscious blocks and messaging and you get them down on paper. So now going down your list of wants in this way, this will quickly establish why you don't have what you want. Each time you rewrite a reason for not having it and turn that into why you should have it, you're literally reprogramming those neural networks in your brain. Each time you do this, you are bringing yourself closer to receiving what you desire. You may find that you are ready and therefore have a clearer understanding of what you want. But maybe after writing this list, you still feel that there's a sense of a block there that needs some work. So here's another technique. Say to yourself, I am unworthy and undeserving of what I want. Now sit for a minute. How does this feel? Now this may feel uncomfortable because on some level you believe it. This is a good thing because it gives you information. If it doesn't bring anything up, this is also a good thing because you will feel unaffected. Now ask yourself, can I release this feeling? Give yourself a minute here to process. And then ask yourself, am I worthy and deserving of the life that I want? Give yourself a minute here to feel. As you feel into these questions, acknowledge the negative thoughts that come up and the positive thoughts that come up and the feelings attached to those. Now ask yourself to release the negative feelings and only keep the positive ones. You will be releasing the feelings of deserving to have worth, which you are worthy of what you desire, regardless of the level of deserving you may be feeling. With some patience and some intention, all the negative energies and thoughts and feelings will go. Think of them as releasing out of your mind and body with your exhales. They all go, and you are left feeling high vibration with a feeling of worthiness and willingness to receive your desires. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. That's a wrap for today, folks. Thanks for spending the time with me. And don't forget to check the notifications below on my social media links, my YouTube channel with self-care and meditations, as well as my omshantihealing.com website where you can get info on spiritual coaching and my online courses. And as always, if you do enjoy my podcast, don't forget to subscribe or sponsor below. We'll talk to you soon. Have a beautiful rest of your week. Bye-bye.